Hello.
Yes, sir, please tell me.
For visual,
It is audible. Would request the doctor to please turn on the camera, sir.
कैमरा स्टार्ट किया हुआ है?
नहीं, कैमरा ऑन नहीं सर, कैमरा ऑफ है. Sir, we are streaming live, sir. The camera, yeah, now the camera is on, sir. We can start with the session.
Hello. Yeah, technical team.
Yeah, we are live. We can start with the session. Doctor, I guess there is some issue with the internet of the doctor.
Okay.
Hello friends, good morning. Today here Dr. Vipin. Today we are going to discuss a very unique topic in India. Very unique topic. As you know, diabetes is the most common now. We are going to seismic variability in the high type voltage military patients. Agenda is our. We have to see versus India. Carbohydrate burden is also.
Sir. Yeah, Bipin sir. You are not audible, sir. Sir, voice is not clear, sir. Saurabh.
ऑफ कर दीजिए. Sorry for disturbance. We are there. We have to discuss about the diabetes burden, global average, Indian carbohydrate burden, and carbohydrate and glycemic variability, and clinical impact of the glycemic variability,
Technical team.
and
Technical
CGM
team. Slide is not showing. Hello. Sir, slide is not
Yes.
showing. Yeah, showing. Okay. Yeah, continue, sir.
Okay. Thank you. And guideline recommendations and role of the SGLT2 inhibitors in glycemic variability. Are going to discuss. Remove the population also we are going to here discuss. Right? Type 2 diabetes is globally epidemic and India is the largest contributor. 100 million plus in India now diabetes. Approximately 50 year. But if you will see that in patients, they are most relevant to type 2 diabetes mellitus. Last update, this is the update is there, and 589 million adult 20 to 7 years of diabetes 9 globally affected by diabetes. The number is projected to rise the 853 million by 250. The diabetes live in low and middle income countries. Diabetes caused 3.4 million 2014 and 252 million adults remain the undiagnosed globally. Here you can see it's which shows that in 2000 diabetes is 853 million worldwide, and moreover, can see ratio with diabetes 3.4 million. It means the disease is diabetes is not it's a very big uh, which we have to take it. People are it's not of the
Hello.
Dr. Von Thai, the traditional Indian diet with the white rice defined the wheat increase your diabetes risk. Millets instead of the white rice. Why this switch won't work if you don't cut carbs on the add the protein. Reduces carb, increase the protein in the cuts of diabetes of the risk ICMR study also. Carbs causes of the rapid rise in the diabetes. Here study also says that
Hello, sir. You are not audible,
rapid
sir.
rise in the
Hello.
diabetes by
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, please continue. Please continue. You are audible.
Okay, okay. Impact of the carbohydrates intake of the glycemic control. In Indian diets, 62% of the total energy of the carbohydrates predominantly from the refined cereal and the added sugars. Higher carbohydrate intake was associated with the 14% risk of type 2 diabetes and 50% risk of the pre-diabetes. Refined carbohydrates and added the sugars show the stronger association with the adverse glycemic control and replacing the carbohydrate with the protein plant and dairy eggs fish was associated with the lower glycemic risk. Intervention evidence of supporting the carbohydrate restrictions. Supporting the evidence of from the Indian prospective study demonstrated with the adoption of the low carbohydrate diet in the adult with the type 2 diabetes association with the favorite glycemic and metabolic improvement. The dairy intervention was linked to improve the glucose regulation and along with the beneficial changes in the overall metabolic profile. These finding the complements national observation data that suggestion that reducing the carbohydrate intake may have the therapeutic value in the type 2 diabetes management. And together, these studies emphasize the both carbohydrates quantity and quality are important determinants of the glycemic health. Glycemic variability will see glycemic assessment is the diabetes in necessity of the parameter beyond the HbA1c. Laboratory of the HbA1c is a standard parameter of assessing the glycemic control in the patient with the diabetes mellitus, but there are the several limitations with the use of the HbA1c. Can't the assess the hypoglycemia or the glycemic variability. It does not provide the information of frequency, duration of the magnitude of the short-term fluctuation in the glycemia. Does not reflect intra and inter-day the glycemic exertions and gets the easily affected by the condition like the renal disease, hemoglobin, chronic liver diseases, iron and deficiency anemia, and paradigm shift in the diabetes management from the glycemic triad to the glycemic patent. Glycemic variability and the hypoglycemia are the potentially important factors in the causes of the vascular complications in diabetes mellitus. Hyperglycemic memory. If we are going to here see there a lot of changes in glycemic variability. You can see here the chart is also here the and glycemic variability is the better predictor of the hypoglycemia than HbA1c. Continuous glucose monitoring and time in the range PIR you can see here, and the general of nutrition is the relation between the dietary patterns and glycemic variability in the people with an impaired glucose tolerance. The comparison pharmacokinetics of the diabetes ADA as per the American Diabetes Association 2026, the pharmacotherapy of the diabetes is also here shown. Effect of the BD dosing over the OD and GB control. Research the perspective, the multi-center open here the study are there. In this study, if you will say study designed randomized to arm the parallel group open level. For this study was for 6 weeks, sample size 75, enrolled finalized analysis with 65% is there 33 in ribogliflozin and 32 in the dapagliflozin. The study drug ribogliflozin and dapagliflozin. Primary objective and secondary. In primary objective, if we evaluate the ribogliflozin on 24-hour glucose profile assessed by the parameter derivative from the continuation glucose monitoring in Indian patient of the type 2 diabetes mellitus. And secondary objective is to elevate the safety and tolerability of ribogliflozin in comparison to the dapagliflozin. Here, study flow is also here. You can see we are here going to discuss main outcome. If you will see significantly improvement in TIR and HbA1c level with the both the groups, but no difference between the groups, and significantly improved in the postprandial glycemic parameter as well as TB after 2 hours with the ribogliflozin, but not non-significant, and dapagliflozin significantly improvement in the TB glycemic parameter and at almost every meal time 8 out of 9 with the ribogliflozin, but the fever 3 out of 9 dapagliflozin. Similar adverse events on both groups. Ribogliflozin might be the better in reducing glycemic variability and effective in TP glycemic control in the Indian type 2 diabetes. Use of SGLT2 DPP4 I combination for the glycemic variability control. Significantly change of the baseline FPG and TPG level here by providing the ribogliflozin. Safety of ribogliflozin comorbid conditions. The safety profile of this drug is also in this study also shows that it's very safest for your diabetic with comorbid diseases like chronic kidney diseases. In CKD patient also it's very safe. All over summary, we will see ribogliflozin 26.6% and the dapagliflozin 24%. The comparison between, if you can see here, the remogliflozin and dapagliflozin, this is the very safest drug, remogliflozin, compared with dapagliflozin, and even glycemic control is also very good. So here we are advised to here to prescribe our this remogliflozin at safety profile at CKD patients also. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for the insightful and informative session, sir. It was a truly a valuable learning experience. So, heartiest thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, technical team, please end the session. Hello. Technical team. Yeah, technical team. Yeah, technical team.
Hello, technical team.
ठीक है सौरभ, लीव कर जाओ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, अभी उसको मिल कर
Hello.